Okay, guys, spirits, everyone. This is the first of a new series. Just going to be 20-minute or so clips and essentially unedited spirit box sessions, just done streaming and easier that way. And they're unedited. That's the best part. So I'm going to kick it off with Quattuor. This is unedited QuattuorBox session number 1. I'm going to just start off, going to do my thing, make it a shorter session, and yeah, just see where this goes. So thank you, spirits. Here we go. If there's anybody around me, throughout this process, I try to ask questions and see if you can respond to me through this device. Now, one of the ways that I can possibly confirm you're here is if you can say my name back to me, Rusty. So throughout this process, hopefully at the beginning, if you could say Rusty, just to let me know you're here. Other than that, let's just begin. And I'm just going to let this warm up and I'm going to start asking some questions. So if you're here with me, my spirit friends, please try to say my name, Rusty. Go ahead.
Man children.
All right, so I'm just gonna try to do these like I do my normal ones, but just in shorter bursts. So I ask you to say man, I ask you to say Rusty, and you say man child right after that. So that's pretty fun. Yeah. All right, spiritual. It's good to see you today, or hear you. I guess I should say. How you doing?
Hey man,
Hey man, what's up? How you guys doing today?
The Trump.
So what I do is I ask questions through this, and I wait a little bit of time and see if you can answer. Can you tell me how many spirits I'm talking with today, please?
Secure.
Well, thank you, spirits.
So staff.
Can you tell me who I'm speaking with today, please? Who are you? Can you please name yourself?
I safe space and have him to meet.
Well, it's nice to meet you. My name's Rusty, okay? Just so I know you're here with me, can you please try to say my name back to me, please? So I know you're here. Is that possible?
What on the crew?
I thought this would be interesting because it's essentially how I ghost box, but without.
There is no one out there.
Yeah, exactly, but without people watching. It says no one out there. Yeah, weird. It's weird when the ghost box sometimes kind of finishes your sentences. Essentially, this is how I ghost box on my 4, 6, 8-hour sessions. But these are just going to be 20-minute sessions done offline and then released to the public or whatever. All of my friends across the world that are watching my weirdness. So it's me in a stream, but shorter little bits.
Left a bunch of man.
Who is that? Who are you? I've been reading all sorts of crazy stuff, spirits. Who are you? What other spirits are there besides human spirits?
Democrats.
Democrats? You don't know what this. That's the funny thing. It's like, yeah, that's just random words that just happen to slip in there. But that's entertaining. It's funny. Like, come on, Democrats. I've heard some funny. I remember one time I asked. It was something about. I can't remember. Like, who did something, and it named some crazy ancient people, and it was just funny. You never know what you get out of these damn things. Oh well. All right, spirits. Well, thank you. Do we have a portal? Doorway open up in my room right now. I'm gonna turn on this EM pump. Theology, yes, I like to read about theology. All right, spirit. So check it out. This is called an EMF pump, and it's theorized to give you an energy to possibly make you stronger. Okay. I can't say for sure. It's just a theory. Please come over, check it out. See if you can feed off of it.
Are you scared about the lost theology?
These are tests. I do these experiments. I'm not trying to make you make this appear like a circus. They're just these certain tests and certain questions I ask are to confirm to me that you're here. I can't see you, okay? Just in case you're unaware of that. So, for example, this question. Can you tell me what color the numbers on this device are? What color are these numbers, please?
Questions. Why?
Interesting.
Both sides of the
I ask questions because that's what we do. That's a weird way we figured out how to communicate with you guys, okay? So can you tell me? Is that possible? What color are these numbers, please?
Actually, this.
Okay, thank you. Here's another experiment, spirits. It's called a K2 meter. Here, I'm going to leave this pump up here so you know it's off. You're behind it, maybe. Oh, here, you can see it there. There. All right, spirits. Can you come over here and try to touch this? Try to activate this? There's a theory, and I've seemingly a few times possibly done this weird interaction. So if you can come over here and make this light up, like so, here, I can actually show you what it looks like if you light it up, spirits. See that? It's there as if you touch that or think about it. I don't know what you have to do. So throughout this little session we got going, try to make that pop or light up if you can, okay? That was weird. I heard like a weird noise right after I said that. Well, how are you doing today, spirits? Have you had a good day? What'd you do? What'd you do in your day today?
The Republic, the Constitution, providing the protecting of elements, says that if you're conservative in this.
Interesting. So essentially, this is the QuattuorBox, and it's sweeping through IP radio. So yeah, I mean, we're going to be hearing a lot of radio. But the theory is they could somehow get their voices in or manipulate the sounds, or I don't know what it is. But you seemingly get these possible intelligent responses from questions you ask. Not every damn question. It's definitely seems far and few between, but that's just part of the process. And you just interact with it, and you see what happens. I mean, we really don't know what's going on with this world in general. We're still just barely scratching the surface of reality. So it's just one weird way, spirits, that we figured out, or I don't know. That's a terrible term, I guess they figure out, but just a popular idea of a one way that we might be able to communicate with you.
Sure.
If this spirit box is working, can you please try to say spirit box back through the device, or spirit, please?
Yes. No, I've learned to trust with every beat.
Let's see what time it is.
To copy down a website.
Well, thank you, spirits. Yeah, you never know what you'll hear out of this, huh? I've been doing this for a little bit of time, so now it's probably warmed up a little. Can you
hoping to learn more about.
Can you please tell me any names?
TV now.
Any names that you can through this device, please, of who I'm communicating with.
It's just been like a. Getting seriously scared.
I'm gonna try some tests, okay? These are just experiments. I can't say if it's right or wrong. I'm not here to tell people what's going on. That's why I think it's better to just do it unedited, and you don't know what'll happen. So,
Okay.
spirits, can you tell me what's in my hand? What am I holding in my left hand? Can you name that through this device, please?
That's all Dude, there's plenty. Music is
Well, thank you. It's a tarot card. Do you know what kind of card? Do you know what? It's the Four of Cups in tarot. Spirits, do you know anything about tarot?
Find the products for.
Well, it helps you develop an emergency.
Let's see.
Almost. Well,
Interesting. Well, thank you, spirits. Do you have any messages? No questions this time. Do you have anything important you'd like to tell the world? Or anyone listening, maybe? Me?
opportunities. See?
Okay. Well, thank you, spirits. Yeah, it doesn't seem too active, huh? Maybe a couple possible intelligent responses in there. I don't expect you to get through all the time. In fact, it's very possible you're not getting through at all this entire session. So this is just an experiment. One way we try this. And I tend to display, for the lack of a better term, my experiments for a really long time. Like, I generally goes like 4 to 8 hours. So I just wanted to try to make a shorter version of exactly what I do. Just 15 just basically 15 or 20 minutes. Okay, spirits, that's all. Just try to slip that in there. So yeah, this is just a shorter version of what I generally do. And I just wanted to experiment with it and try it. It's a way to test out a bunch of different boxes in a shorter period of time, and it makes it easier for people to hear the sessions instead of having to watch a 4-hour session. This will be 15, 20 minutes dedicated to whatever ghost box I'm using. So they'll just be numbered and go up. So this is number 1 in the QuattuorBox version. Sound good, spirits? Do you spirits enjoy it when I do the longer sessions? You do? Kind of sound like I do. You never know what these sound like too on playback. Well, thank you, spirits. Is it easier for a longer session or a shorter session? It's weird how it gets real talkative and it just gets like super quiet. I don't know how, if or how these things, if they're working, and if they are, how the hell are they working? Don't ask me. But I've just I've received, I've quote unquote captured the weirdest crap over my time doing this so far. And that's just what ghost boxes, spirit boxes. Do you like the term spirit box, spirits? Ghost box, what we call these things? No. What do you think a better name would be? It's like a phone. It is like a channel. Yeah, channel is good. It is channeling. It's channeling a device instead of like a human. That was interesting too. It sounded different when I said channel. Thank you, Spirit. Well, you never know what you catch. I mean, I'm not trying to change the world paradigm, spirits. I'm just experimenting, and I enjoy it, and I enjoy the way I've found my way to do this. And I know people like to watch the experiments, so instead of having to put out a bunch of longer sessions, I want to be able to put out shorter sessions as well. So, and for me, the beauty of the live streaming, quote unquote, even though this isn't live per se, like it's live and then it's live film right now, but nobody's watching. It's going up right after I'm done with this, just like a normal stream. Yeah, there's not, it's just me being able to focus on this. So it's just easier for other people to watch, spirits. And hopefully we'll get just an easier way to get your voice out without people having to watch 4 hours to maybe hear one random thing that is important for them. So if you have any information you want to get to my friends watching, any loved ones, anybody you miss, any family members, anybody, Spirit, no questions at all this time. Please just go ahead and say whatever you need to say. For a few minutes, I'm just going to give you a platform to speak. Please go ahead, Spirits. I just want to listen for a couple minutes, for a handful of minutes. Go ahead.
Way is better than and Tamara. So he's got a lot of choice. The whole of her. Suppose I'm built. I'm living in. Or.
Interesting.
Eat a teddy bear.
Well, thank you, Spirits. So again, it's Rusty. Before we go, can you please name whoever you are through this box so I know who I'm talking to in this session, please? Who are you tonight? So I know before we end, we'll get to say goodbye to whoever you are.
We're into it.
Okay, Spirits. Well, thank you. Yeah, weird. The weirdest stuff comes out, and I'm just curious to do these shorter experiments and just see what happens. And it's just me focusing on the ghost box, a little more easier to concentrate, a little more easy, I should say, or just easier. Yeah, and that's just something different, Spirits. Something different to try. What do you think about it?
The doctor.
The Doctor. I got Doctor Who stuff all over the place. We're going to be doing a bunch of different ghost boxes. It'll just be easier to do. Yes, we. We have. Are you saying something? Wow. It does seem like it just says the weirdest stuff sometimes. I'm no expert in this. If you're new and you don't know who I am, I'm no expert in this. I'm just some weirdo that's fascinated with ghost boxes. Welcome, hello. That's about it. These are the sessions in a nutshell. I'm just about to end it. Right, Spirits? This is exactly just my session, just shortened down. I think the unedited ghost boxing needs to be something that needs to be viewed more, essentially. Right, Spirits? Hey, well, it's Rusty. Thank you, Spirits. Do you have anything else you need to say before you go? Before I go? Before we wrap this up? QuattuorBox session number 1. Mini session? Quattuor mini session number 1. Maybe that's what I'll call them. I don't know. Thank you, Spirits. A couple interesting things that came through. It's weird how it gets all super quiet all of a sudden. Okay.
50 to 100 miles.
All right. Well, thank you, Spirits. Interesting. All right. There you go. So, Quattuor mini Sesh number 1. Thank you, Spirits. Done. Just want to get this little outro music. So yeah, that is just a mini version. If you're new and you don't know who I am, mini version of what I do, essentially, a 4 to 8 hour stream. But this time I just did it a little shorter, a little easier to mess with. So yes, Rusty Reporter, QuattuorBox mini sesh number 1. It is approximately 7:33 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, May 1st, 2016. That's something I forgot. I wanted to put at the beginning. So thank you. Take care. Check out these damn ghost boxes. Make up your own mind. I'm not going to tell you if what's for sure, what's for certain, what's for not. You just ask questions and you sometimes hear the weirdest stuff. So until the next sesh, Rusty Reporter signing out. Take care of yourself. Take care of one another. Keep asking questions. Until the next one. See ya. Sign on.